Hey everybody, it's Mark Schultz here, and I wanted to thank you for joining us in this little segment. We're going to have a very interesting discussion for you today about blockchain in aviation, and have some special guests with us today here. We have Stefan Fosler, and we have Michael Shea. They're with a company, eWingz, focuses on products and solutions that revolve around blockchain technology. How are you today, guys?
Very
I'm
good.
fine, thanks, Mark.
Excellent. All right. Well, hey, Stefan, can you tell us kind of a little bit about your company and what's the vision of what you guys do?
Sure. We founded in 2017 after several years of research and trying things out. And our big vision is to build a decentralized platform to enable the industry to share data seamlessly. And with the special thing, without having an intermediary, which shall save the organization valuable time and costs. That's our vision.
Great. All right. Well, very good. Well, hey, listen, we planned this segment here today to just give you some really interesting value and some information about aviation and blockchain and the products that revolves around. So we just have a few questions and answers that we're going to have here. But let's just start out with this very first one. Is it really what's so special about blockchain, Michael?
Well, really, Mark, what blockchain is enabling is it's allowing organizations, it's breaking down the walls between organizations to allow the sharing of data without having to have special software, special VPNs, connectivity. It's really about creating a commons where information can be shared across organizations without a whole lot of difficulty.
Okay, all right. Well, that's interesting. So what would blockchain, how would blockchain make sense in aviation then? Really, what's the application of it?
Well, in aviation, aviation is, obviously I don't need to tell you, is a very, very large industry. There are lots of applications for blockchain. And really what is important is that in anyone looking or considering a blockchain, it's very unlikely that one chain will rule them all. To pardon the analogy there. There are, if you look at the industry, there's probably 5 different segments where it makes sense. There is around passengers. There is around cargo and freight. There is around the whole maintenance and records. There is potentially around payments processing. And then finally around even flight planning and how that information is shared. And really what's common between these is that each of these ecosystems are multi-party. There's multiple stakeholders in each of those ecosystems. They need to share a large amount of information between each other. And right now, it's a very difficult process to do. And so that's really where, those are sort of at a high level, what would make sense within aviation.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Stefan, how really could it add value to the aviation industry? What are your thoughts on that?
I think the most value it will add is removing the current paper processes into digital processes. But therefore we have, which is I think your topic, digitization. It needs to have both at the end of the day. There's no real blockchain use if there is no digitization happening in parallel. So that needs to be done as well. Okay. So this is coexisting. So that's a good time right now actually to do it.
All right. Well, hey, just a quick follow-up question. There seems to be a lot of smoke and noise around blockchain. Just like what's real and what's fiction? I mean, how do we sort all that out at this point in time?
Yeah, you're definitely right. So there had been in the last 2 years, especially in last year, there had been a lot of smoke around in terms of ICO. So people just, they wanted to follow up the success of Bitcoin and or Ethereum. And everybody was raising a so-called ICO, initial coin offering. And thanks God, so this flattened out last year. So because people just wanted to add to get some investment upfront. So people just made a white paper that then didn't even made a product or something like that, so that somebody can see, okay, the guys, they are knowledgeable. So there had been ICOs in terms of $200 million US raised, and that just disappeared afterwards. So and now this comes all down. Will the companies who really, really want to deliver, they have already made success and implementing solutions, real life solutions already. And then, it's always twofold. One is more, in the financial world, and other blockchain cases what we are using currently. This is more how to use this technology to enable seamless data transfer. So this is most likely what will happen.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, this is all really interesting information, and we've only had just a couple of minutes really to talk about it right now. And I've seen a lot of things in the industry about blockchain, and some of it's a little bit hard to sort out, and some of it's really super technical and difficult. And so one of the things that Stefan and Michael have done is they have put together a really interesting webinar to be able to really unravel this for you and to help you better understand blockchain and its applicability within the industry. And on Wednesday, July 24th, they're going to hold a webinar to be able to give you really super information. It's going to be a free webinar. You're going to want to join it. It's really going to be interesting. It's going to be at 1500 Central European Time or 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And there's going to be a second one as well on the same day, Wednesday, July 24th at 1800 Central European Time. That'd be 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time or 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And on this webinar, there's going to be a lot of really interesting information. You're not going to want to miss it. It's free, all right? And hey, keep an eye out on our social media for the next little snippet here from these guys. They have a lot of good things to say about blockchain. And the next one's going to really be about digital identity. Is it even really possible to deploy it within the aviation industry? Now, if you want to sign up for this webinar, there's going to be a link below this video that's been posted, and you just click on it and you'll be able to enter your details and your information, and you can sign up for the webinar. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Michael, Stefan, good information. We're looking forward to that webinar coming up.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Okay. Yep. Have a great day. Fair winds and following seas to you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
See you soon. Talk to you.